Have you ever felt like something or someone was orchestrating a hidden pattern in your life? Moments when events align too perfectly to dismiss as mere coincidence. The chance encounter, the meaningful number that keeps appearing, the song that plays at just the right time, as if the universe is echoing your unspoken thoughts. Carl Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity, a term that means more than random chance. It's the experience of meaningful coincidence, where inner experiences and outer events align with astonishing precision. Jung believes synchronicities are windows into the unconscious mind and the greater web of life itself, not bound by cause and effect, but by meaning, by connection. Today, let's step into this hidden current and explore the 5 types of synchronicity as seen through Jung's lens, and what they may be trying to tell you. Soft pause, music transitions. First, symbolic synchronicity. These moments speak the language of the soul, symbols. They often arrive in dreams, recurring images, or encounters with certain animals, numbers, or objects that feel charged with personal significance. A butterfly landing on your window just as you contemplate change, or rain falling during a moment of emotional release. These symbols invite us to pay attention. They are mirrors of our inner transformation, gently guiding us toward understanding ourselves on a deeper level. Pause. Second, precognitive synchronicity. This type feels like a whisper from the future. It's when you dream of a moment before it happens, or have a sudden hunch that proves startlingly accurate. Precognitive synchronicities remind us that time may not be as linear as it seems, that there are ripples ahead of events, and sometimes we catch them in the corner of our perception. Soft, thoughtful tone. Third, mirror synchronicity. In this form, the outer world reflects your inner state, as if holding up a cosmic mirror. When you're feeling anxious, the world seems to echo back chaos. When you're at peace, life flows more harmoniously. This synchronicity gently teaches us responsibility for our inner world, showing us that transformation begins within and that life reflects the energy we carry. Pause censoring. Fourth, guiding synchronicity. These moments feel like invisible hands steering you toward the right path. Meeting a mentor at a critical crossroad, stumbling upon a book that answers a question you hadn't yet asked aloud, or overhearing a conversation that shifts your perspective entirely. These synchronicities feel like a quiet nudge from the universe, affirming that you are indeed heading in the right direction. Music deepens. And finally, fifth, catalytic synchronicity. This is the type of synchronicity that feels like lightning striking. It wakes you up. It shakes you from your routine and propels you into radical change. A sudden opportunity that redefines your career, an unexpected challenge that transforms your beliefs, or a chance meeting that changes your life's direction forever. Catalytic synchronicities don't ask for permission. They arrive to spark growth. Pause, soft, reflective breath. Each of these synchronicities is like a breadcrumb on the path of meaning, a quiet reminder that life is not a series of random events, but an intricate, interconnected tapestry. The more we tune in, the clearer these patterns become. We move from feeling like passengers in life to becoming conscious participants in the unfolding mystery. As Jung once said, synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. So, keep your eyes open. Listen to the whispers between the moments. Trust that the universe is not silent. It speaks in symbols, reflections, and quiet alignments. And when it does, listen closely, because the hidden message in synchronicity might just be the answer you were seeking all along. The science behind synchronicity, quantum physics, and the web of connection. Dive into how modern physics, especially quantum entanglement and non-locality, surprisingly echoes Jung's ideas. Explore concepts like the observer effect, probability waves, and how the universe might be more interconnected than we think. Optional narration theme. What if science and soul are not separate? Synchronicity and the collective unconscious. Jung's hidden map of the mind. Unpack. Jung's idea of the collective unconscious, the shared reservoir of human experience and symbols. Explain archetypes, myths, and how synchronicity often draws from this deep well. Narration theme. Are we dreaming together beneath the surface of reality? Recognizing synchronicity in daily life, signs, patterns, and meaningful coincidences. Teach the audience how to notice synchronicities more consciously, what patterns to look for, how to keep a synchronicity journal, and how awareness sharpens perception. Narration theme. The more you look, the more you see. What if the strange alignments we call synchronicity are not just whispers from the psyche, but echoes of the very structure of reality itself? Carl Jung once collaborated with the great physicist Wolfgang Pauli, a pioneer of quantum mechanics. Together, they wondered if the invisible threads that connect events and minds might also weave through the fabric of the physical world. In quantum physics, we discover a reality far stranger than fiction. Particles that dance in perfect harmony, even when separated by vast distances. A phenomenon called entanglement, where two particles become so deeply linked that a change in one instantly affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But to Jung and Pauli, it sounded like science catching up to the mysteries of the psyche. Soft pause, gentle musical accent. At the heart of quantum theory lies the idea that the observer influences the observed, that reality at its deepest level responds to attention and intention. What if our thoughts, emotions, and awareness shape the probabilities of events in the same subtle way? What if the patterns we notice are not imposed on life, but emerge from it, as if the universe itself is responsive, alive, and listening? These questions dissolve the boundary between mind and matter. They suggest a participatory cosmos, where consciousness is not an isolated bystander, but an active co-creator. Pause, music deepens slightly. Jung described this as a causal connecting principle, a hidden order that operates not by chains of cause and effect, but by the web of meaning. Quantum physics, too, points towards such a web, a reality that is holistic, nonlinear, and profoundly interconnected, where time may not flow strictly forward, where possibilities overlap, where meaning itself could be the glue that binds events together. Soft breath. So when you notice synchronicities in your life, the dream that comes true, the chance meeting that feels destined, consider this. Perhaps you are not simply a witness to random coincidences. Perhaps you are in dialogue with a universe that is far more mysterious and responsive than we've ever dared to believe. As above, so below. As within, so without. The science of connection and the mystery of synchronicity are not so far apart. They may, in fact, be telling the same story in two different languages.